Welcome, everybody, to Circle Back to You with Asif Ali, legendary arena football player. Welcome to the show, brother.
I appreciate it, brother. Thanks to be on with another legend.
Thank you so much, man. So, man, as a recap of this past weekend, we had some surprises, didn't we?
Oh yeah, big time.
I
Man,
mean,
across the board. Yeah.
yeah, I went into it, with a positive attitude. I said, you know what? I'm not going to get stressed out over this game. Win or lose, I'm a Falcons fan. Whatever happens, great.
Yeah.
And as a result, I enjoyed the game. I'm enjoying my week so far. It's all good. We lost 27-26. I mean, it was devastating. We would win the whole game until the final few moments of the game. But how many times have we seen this with the Falcons over the past season, man?
Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is, Mariota, this is his first season with the team, obviously his first start, in Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Obviously your background, right? Beautiful stadium. If anyone like me who's been to many stadiums across the country, I've been to the Superdome once. Beautiful, beautiful stadium, but it's a great experience for anyone who's a football fan. But anyways, yeah, I just thought, yeah, we've seen the Falcons blow so many leads, obviously the past season, obviously the Super Bowl 51, right? And I do have Tom Brady signed, a Super Bowl 51 ball in my man cave, where I do my podcast. But kind of, kind of to answer your question, kind of to bring kind of your point into focus, right? It was a 26-10 lead, right? Heading into it was with 8 minutes left in the second half, and then they basically just took their foot off the gas for the rest of the game. And I thought Arthur Jones, as a coach, right, as a coach, I feel like he has a little more grit and a little more accountability than say a Dan Quinn. So I would expect him to kind of, not be, basically not take his foot off the gas, right? Kind of like, kind of change the culture because that's why, they brought him in. That's why Arthur Blank hired him. Arthur Blank, when he announced in the press conference, 2 seasons ago, like this man is going to change our culture. I know his dad very well because his dad started FedEx. And so basically, there's some deep ties there, and you think, with businessmen being successful, that that they would want to come in and kind of set the tone, change the culture from day one, but has the culture really changed? Probably not. Yeah, of course. You got a new head coach, you got a new face, a new name, and a new quarterback. But what does that really mean? At the end of the day, if you're getting the same results. So
Exactly, man. But I did see a change in the play calling, which was a nice change.
right.
Mariota, he didn't stay in the pocket. He didn't take the sack. He rolled out to
Yeah.
the right, threw the pass, or he ran the ball, which was
Yeah.
nice.
Right.
The offensive line, I think, protected him. I saw some positive changes, but again, man, when it comes to the third and fourth quarter, they just run out of gas.
That's the problem, right? You know what the funny thing is? Your offensive coordinator in Super Bowl 51 is the head coach of the 49ers. When the Niners made the Super Bowl 2 years ago, the same exact problem, right? Just 8 minutes, 8 minutes and 20 was it 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Niners have a 20-10 lead over Kansas City. Kyle Shanahan takes his foot off the gas, just like he did in Super Bowl 51 with the Falcons against New England. If they kick one field goal, that game's over. But if they're able to kind of move the ball and keep running the ball, I don't know why Shanahan gets away from running the ball much. And that kind of transitions to the next topic I want to touch upon with the Niners game against the Bears. Trey Lance making his debut start. Obviously, there's a lot of hype. Matthew Berry, ESPN fantasy gods, everyone's just talking up Trey Lance, MVP of his fantasy year, right?
Right.
But obviously, he finished the game. What was it? I think it was 18 of 24, right, for 190 yards or 200 yards, whatever, something like that. Pedestrian numbers, no touchdowns, and he threw a pick. And Justin Fields also threw a pick, but he threw a touchdown, and they were able to run another touchdown in too. I thought Justin Fields outperformed Trey Lance in that game. I thought Justin Fields proved that he was a better quarterback in that draft. And it really has a lot of fans, that Niner faithful like myself, questioning Kyle Shanahan, questioning John Lynch, because Trey Lance came in and you give up enough draft capital to go up to get him at number 3 overall, right? That means he's an instant franchise game changer, or that's the expectation for him to be an instant franchise game changer the moment he steps his foot in the NFL, right? But essentially, you look at it, it's not necessarily a question of arm talent. He can throw the ball deep and he can throw the ball deep accurately. The question is, can he do it consistently enough, right? Because you saw some plays where it's like, oh my God, how did he get that ball in that window and how do you make that read? But then other times where he made reads where he's literally like, the linebacker, the nickel, or the dime is running straight with the slot or straight with the outside receiver, and they literally are in position to make a play on the ball where anyone can see that, watching the game film, right? But Trey basically just, I mean, for some reason, he can't see it. So, I mean, these are the types of questions, with the Niners team. I think, ultimately, I mean, one of my friends, shout out Brian Arline, he actually went to the game this weekend, and it was raining, soaking wet in Chicago at Soldier Field. He sent me a photo. He was wearing his poncho, his kid was wearing his poncho, and he's a Bears fan, so I know him. Shout out Brian. I mean, I know he wants to enjoy that game, but I mean, I used to live in Chicago. I used to go to Soldier Field to watch the Seahawks when they came down. When Tom Brady came in the New England Patriots last Super Bowl year, 2018, I got to see that team when they came to Soldier Field, right? So I mean, the Bears, I mean, they have a good defense. Robert Quinn went on record before the season started and said, our defense has the potential to be something magical this year, right? And that game kind of proved it to me that yes, the Bears defense is for real. More with the fact the Niners, there's a lot of question marks and there's a lot of reasons. I mean, I'm not saying we gotta push the panic button right now, but let's say that this play continues in the next week because Russell Wilson, if you saw, how much he struggled as the Seahawks secondary. I mean, the Niners are going to have those exact same secondary, those same problems, those same looks coming into next week. And Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer. I mean, Trey Lance coming in second start. I'm definitely nervous. I'm definitely nervous.
Yeah, me too. And I thought that, Russell played a great game last night, but they came up short,
It's just, I mean, and it comes down to play calling, I think, when you're at the one and you fumble the ball twice, the first team to do that in 35 years, the last team to fumble the ball twice at the one was the 1987 Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it really just shows the play calling, right? You got to just, I mean, obviously, like, they tried to run it in, and the first one, I think it was Melvin Gordon. He sticks the ball out to basically try to get across the plane, and then the defender knocks it loose, right? And it's scooped up and it's turnover. And then obviously the next, and if they sell for the field goal, and this is the third quarter, if they sell for a field goal, then they would have had obviously 3 points on the board, and on the final score was tied by 1 point, right? So. And obviously the next possession went in the red zone in the fourth quarter. I mean, yeah, that was just a horrendous series. I don't know why they kept trying to. I mean, Russell should have maybe threw it, and Russell actually threw some really nice passes to hopefully help them, which would have otherwise helped them win the game. Jerry Jeudy was on my fantasy team, and he basically put 28.8 points, but a lot of times you saw the receivers, just the timing isn't there. Obviously, first year quarterback with a young group of wide receivers, it's just like I remember the one guy he got his foot right on the line, and so it would have been a touchdown if he kept his both feet in bounds. The other one, the I think the tight end, he made a diving catch. It went on his hand. He caught it, and then right when he hits the turf, the ball comes out. So it's these little tiny detail plays that really decide the outcome of the game. And I mean, ultimately, Russell played great. I agree with you. And the offensive line was getting bullied all night. Russell was getting hit left and right. I mean, just the receivers, weren't able to make plays, catch the balls. I do expect Denver to get better, but I mean, I don't expect them to win the Super Bowl. And the reason I'm saying that is because I know who listens to the Digital Dream Out the Ground podcast. One of my co-hosts, M.H.A, basically is sticking with Denver winning the Super Bowl, and I'm calling him out right here on this platform that man, y'all are not winning the Super Bowl. It's going to be our Kansas City or the Buffalo Bills coming out of the AFC. Calling right now.
Okay, so yeah, the Bengals are out.
You know what? Okay, I take that back. So the Bengals are still in the mix. But if I had to pick the top two teams in the AFC right now, it's Kansas City and Buffalo.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Asif, man, we will be back next week. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Appreciate it.